Everyone has an image of America. A land of big shops and bright lights. Of asphalt highways stretching right across the continent. But there's another America, and I'm going to find it. Dotted around this nation's shores are many thousands of islands that also fly the stars and stripes. To discover them, I'm going on a 10,000-mile island-hopping journey, looping around the USA from west to east.
Really beautiful.
From Hawaii's islands of fire to Alaska's islands of snow and ice. From California's secret marine paradise
This is unbelievable.
to the people playgrounds off the New England coast. Along the way, I'll see nature at her most spectacular. I'll encounter the animals that inhabit these far-flung places.
Oh, hello. Oh, boy. There's my first white shark.
And I'll be meeting people who live in their own sea-bound worlds.
I knew I was going to be good at this.
Each with their own identity.
I'll find the deep spots for you.
Thank you.
And their own unique story.
So if you want to see a different USA, come with me and discover the islands of America.
New York City, home to over 8 million people. It's one of the most densely populated places on the planet. Walking along these busy avenues, it's easy to forget that New York is a city of islands. I've traveled up America's east coast from Virginia. My starting off point is Manhatten Island on the Hudson River estuary. Manhattan is an island packed with skyscrapers, and at its heart, looming over its neighbors, is the world-famous Empire State Building. For many years, the tallest man-made structure on the planet. In 1930, thousands of workers began assembling it with remarkable speed. It only took them 400 days. And they must have all had great heads for heights. Unlike me. Oh, God.
Shh. Oh. Oh, boy. Oh, look, there's the old, what's it? Ah, bloody hell.
I've been given special access to the 103rd floor, right at the very top of the building, at the base of its radio mast.
Why have you brought me up here? Oh, I mean, it's, well, yeah, it's high, isn't it? Photo would have done, though, wouldn't it? Oh, boy.
Being over 1,000 feet up with only a tiny hip-height handrail is frankly terrifying.
Oh, please say that's enough. Oh. Ah, daddy. Wow. God, it really is a big city. Oh, okay. That's your lot. It's too scary. Come on, come on.
From up here, you can clearly see how New York's been shaped by the water. The city boasts more than 500 miles of coastline and over 40 islands. And I'm heading to an island that 1 in 3 Americans can trace their roots from. Ellis Island. In 1892, Ellis opened as an immigration center for those arriving to the US by sea. Over the next 6 decades, more than 12 million people were welcomed through its doors, including, I'm told, 62 cruises. Today, America can be a tough country to get into. But here on Ellis, the experience was often very different. America needed workers, so immigrants were only required to pass a few simple tests.
Make your mind up right now.
Okay.
I'm here to meet park ranger and guide Doug Treem.
Immigration is seen as a dirty word now, but this is obviously being built to impress everyone coming in.
Definitely. The most people that ever went from one place to another on planet Earth in the history of our species did it in this room.
It was in this grand hall that the fates of millions of families were decided. The first step was to pass a physical exam, to weed out the incurable and contagious. And if doctors had any lingering doubts about you, some also faced a test of mental agility.
You see the square?
Yes.
You take these blocks, you put them inside in the shape of a square.
Okay.
3 minutes or less, go! All right. Fantastic. Look at that. He's got nothing right yet, but he's doing pretty good.
Really, nothing right.
Fail this, and I'll be labelled feeble-minded and sent back home
And a
again.
minute, 2 right. Oh, yeah, 3 right. Yes. And where's that gonna go? 3 minutes on the nose.
Phew.
So,
Only one hurdle remained. Some rigorous questioning.
What is your name?
Martin Clunes.
Are you a communist?
No, sir.
You an anarchist?
No.
It's even better. Are you a polygamist?
Sagittarius.
I beg your pardon? Martin, I'm gonna take that as a no.
No.
Welcome. You're in, pal. You would go down the stairs into the whole rest of your life. Good luck!
Almost all immigrants passed the citizenship test. They walked down these very steps and out in search of the American dream. I don't know whether any of the Clunes clan ever made it out to Coney Island, but given its popularity, I wouldn't be surprised. Coney is the last stop on the New York subway, and pleasure seekers flock here in their millions every summer. Brooklyn-born teacher Richard Rodriguez is my Coney Island guide.
My childhood days, my mom and dad would take my brother, sister, and me to ride the rides. That was our treat. Yeah, right here. It was the big place to go. It's got something for everyone.
Well, it's still doing it. Look around.
It's great. You can go to the beach. You know, you could go on rides. Go to Nathan's and have hot dogs.
Is that all part of the package?
It's all
was it?
part of the deal.
Yeah.
These are my great childhood memories.
New Yorkers have been coming here since Victorian times, and several of the rides have become stars in their own right, including the Wonder Wheel. Opened in 1920, it's listed as a New York City landmark.
My mom and dad, the week before they were married, they came to Coney Island and came on board the Wonder Wheel.
They rode this?
Yeah, they loved it. They thought it was a romantic view. And I don't know that the proposal took place in this. I think it was before, but...
Get her up high and scare her.
Right, into saying yes. Right.
You really get a sense that you're on an island up here, don't you?
Yeah,
more than you do on the ground.
At 15 stories high, I can just about cope with the altitude and gentle pace of the Wonder Wheel. But there's plenty more here at Coney Island for thrill seekers, as Richard is just itching to show me. This is the Cyclone, a vintage wooden roller coaster, and especially close to Richard's heart. When he was 19 in 1977, Richard got his name into the Guinness Book of World Records for the longest ever roller coaster marathon.
Thank you very much.
This is where I did my world record. Car number 6, of the great famed Coney Island cyclone, the world's greatest wooden coaster, my favorite of all time. All right. Now we're locked in, there's no turning back.
Okay.
Richard spent 104 hours riding the cyclone,
Okay.
Here we go. Okay.
pausing only for bathroom breaks.
You'll like this. I was on this thing 2,375 times when I did the record. So I got used to
Richard's
this hill.
enjoying himself,
Yeah.
but I'd like one of those bathroom breaks.
Get a nice view of yeah.
It's a beautiful day. I don't know why we're doing this.
Right. Well, we'll be on the boardwalk soon.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
This is going to be bad.
Now you'll be all right.
Oh.
There you go.
We hit speeds of 60 miles an hour, but you'd hardly know it from the smile on Richard's face.
Give you a handshake on that one.
You're still laughing. That's exhausting. Oh,
So you've been initiated, see now?
yeah, I have.
What do you say, one more?
The cyclone may be nearly 100 years old, but it's an almighty adrenaline rush. And on my next island stop, there'll be plenty more of that. The next stop on my journey around America is the island of Martha's Vineyard in Massachusetts. I've traveled 200 miles from New York to this beautiful island in the Atlantic. Lying 7 miles off the mainland, it's only accessible by air or boat. Martha's Vineyard is a magnet for holidaymakers and a playground for the wealthy. I've come to Edgerton on the island's east shore. Founded by British colonists in the 17th century, it's a picture postcard kind of place. If you're a film buff, some of these charming streets might look familiar, because in the 1970s, Martha's Vineyard provided the backdrop for one of the biggest blockbuster movies of all time, Jaws. Drawn to its stunning beaches and shallow waters, director Steven Spielberg and his crew descended on Martha's Vineyard for nearly 6 months to tell the story of Jaws, a giant man-eating shark terrorizing the island. Jaws may have been a rather cumbersome mechanical prop, as this behind-the-scenes footage shows, but it proved a box-office smash and created a whole generation of moviegoers who were terrified to go into the water. More than 40 years on, the film still resonates with me.
I remember when I first saw Jaws with my friend Jason Foster at the Putney Odeon, and we came back in the 93 bus and we got off and we had to walk across a bit of Wimbledon Common. And I said to him, just imagine if the shark could like come out on land and it was behind us in the common like that. And we walked on a little bit, then we looked back, then we both just started running because it just could have done. It was so big and so scary. Put everyone off swimming for ages, didn't it? I'm not going in there anyway. That's where it all happened.
Just up the coast, near the island of Monomoy in Cape Cod, work's being done to try and rehabilitate the great white's terrifying image. Dr. Greg Scommel is a senior marine biologist. Twice a week, he and his research team, assistant Megan and skipper John, head out into the Atlantic in a surprisingly small boat to search for great whites. It feels very reminiscent of a certain Hollywood blockbuster.
Oh, yeah, I love that film. I love that film.
Do you have a fondness for them, even though...
I do.
But a healthy fear, too.
Yeah. I respect.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's respect. I'm fascinated, but admittedly, I suffer anxiety sometimes when I deal with them. They're big fish. You know,
Right.
as you'll see today, they're big fish.
Greg runs a conservation project aiming to improve our understanding of these frightening but majestic creatures.
We're trying to figure out how many white sharks live here in the summertime. And the best way to do that is to go out and count them. So one of the things we're finding out is sharks come back to Cape Cod each year after migrating literally thousands of nautical miles, coming back sometimes the very same day.
Amazing.
They have very distinctive color patterns, particularly where the gray of the back meets the white of the belly.
Right.
We use those markings to differentiate individuals and build our catalog.
How many have you got in your database?
Over 320 right now, just in this area.
When Jaws was filmed in the 1970s, shark sightings in these waters were pretty rare. But since then, their numbers have risen dramatically. The reason's simple. There are plenty of seals, and sharks love eating seals.
There's a seal right there. Now you can't turn around without hitting a seal.
There's just loads of them.
Seals are now a protected species, and their population is booming. That in turn has drawn hungry sharks here in large numbers. And as some of Greg's own footage shows, that's causing a real problem. Because the great white's hunting grounds are also popular with holidaymakers, setting people and predators on a collision course. It makes Greg's work all the more pressing. With the help of a spotter plane, piloted by former Vietnam War vet Wayne, his team can track sharks from the air.
About a mile, 512, 512.
Okay, we're on our way.
Wayne, our spotter pilot, just saw a shark. This is the dance. This is the game.
Yeah, dead ahead there. You got 1230 and about 6 birds of length coming at you. 705, folks, dead ahead.
Now it's close. We'll climb the pulpit.
Wait, you're going to go out there?
Yeah, I'm going to go out there now.
Oh. Can I come out there with you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hold on. You don't want to fall in.
No, I've never held on so tight in my life.
Okay, almost 2 o'clock now.
Great whites are well camouflaged. And, unlike in the movies, they tend to glide beneath the surface, so you rarely see that distinctive fin slicing through the water. Even close up, it's hard to spot them.
Give it a jab for a couple of bow lengths.
I see it.
What?
It's dead ahead of me. There it is, right underneath. You can see that gray shadow.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Wow, look at that.
naughty shark.
There's your first.
There's my first white shark.
There's your
Wow.
first great white shark.
Wow, it's beautiful, actually, isn't it?
It really is. What I'm doing is just getting sweeps of its color patterns.
Greg uses a waterproof camera on a long pole to record each shark's unique identifying markings.
And it's not a very big one. This is not that large a
No.
shark.
And are you able to tell if it's one you've tagged?
That's what Megan's doing right now. She's got the hydrophone in the water and she's listening. And if it's tagged, it'll emit a ping, ping, ping. So we haven't heard anything from this shark, which means it's not tagged.
So you'd quite like to tag that one?
I would, but he's going deep though.
He's got another one.
He does?
Yeah.
We'll move on to the other one.
I can see, yeah.
Move it in. What you...
There.
Oh, yeah.
Right there, that shadow. Yeah, it's bigger than the last one.
Oh, yeah.
That's probably 11-foot shark.
Ooh.
And what it's doing is just patrolling, hoping to encounter a seal that's leaving the beach to feed. Oh, this one's onto me. Look at that.
Look at that.
These sharks can accelerate very quickly. They can burst up to speeds of, 25 to 30 miles an hour.
Wow.
Keep coming around, John. You got about 4 boats.
Oh!
It's not small.
Yeah, I got another one.
Wayne guides us to shark after shark after shark.
I just want to get more of it without spooking them here.
I don't see him right now.
Right under me.
He's here.
From 8-foot tiddlers
Fishy.
He could just jump up, couldn't he, and just take my foot off.
Keep coming straight.
to some real giants.
Wow, look at that.
No tag, no tag.
Oh, my
Two
God.
beautiful pilot fish.
What a fatty.
What a fatty is right. You're that big, not much bothers you.
And it's not just sharks.
There it is.
Within touching distance, a humpback whale. But then,
Right by the bathing beach. Another big one right on the beach.
It's near the bathing beach.
Yep, north end of the bathing beach, we have a shark. Very popular beach.
Oh my
We're gonna put an alert out to the lifeguards that are gonna pull the people from the water.
I just sent the alert.
Probably like 3/4 or maybe a mile.
as lifeguards pull swimmers out of the water, we head north as fast as we can.
Alright, you got 3.5 now. A little bit to 4. There you go. No, yeah, keep coming.
Look left, look right.
How close are we?
6 boats. Coming at you, by the way.
What?
Okay,
It's coming right
Yeah,
at us.
7.5 coming at you.
Oh my God. Oh boy.
Oh,
Look at the size of that. Gee whiz.
It's the biggest shark I've ever seen.
13, maybe?
wow.
Wow.
Okay.
Maybe. See him right below us.
Oh, fish.
And as I stand out here, just a few feet above it, my heart's racing.
That is a big shark.
Yeah, he is.
Wow. Yeah, he's heading out at a good pace, John.
Yeah.
Thankfully, this huge shark moves away from shore,
Stay out, you bugger.
and shortly after, the beaches can reopen.
So here you see a whole bunch of people in the water here, and
Yeah.
I mean, this is the coexistence we're talking about. Can people still go in the water when we had a shark just meters away? And it's a tough one. It's a real tough one because this is a very popular area.
Yeah.
There are warning signs on these beaches, but some still take their chances.
They're waving.
Yeah.
They're waving. Shark! You're going to lose your legs. I just wouldn't relax enough for a swim here. I really wouldn't. I wouldn't go in the Wimbledon swimming pool after seeing Jaws, just in case.
Yeah, I got another one. Pretty close to the beach.
He's going shallow.
Yeah, it's going right in.
In just a few hours, we've encountered 12 great whites. It's been exhilarating, but also a bit alarming, because what I've learned is that a great white could be swimming along right next to you, and you'd never know it was there.
Jesus. Do me a favor and don't go in.
That was about 2 meters from the shoreline, wasn't it?
Yeah. Pretty darn close.
With so many sharks and so many people in close proximity, the inevitable was bound to happen. A few weeks after I was here, a young man was bitten and killed just meters from the beach. It was the first fatal attack in Cape Cod since 1936. But it's hard to imagine that it'll be the last. This is Maine, America's most easterly state. After the thrill of chasing sharks, I'm traveling at a more leisurely pace. It's an ideal way to take in Maine's beautiful, rugged coastline.
There's hundreds of islands off the coast of Maine, and they've got some terrific names. One's called Pound of Tea, another Sow and Pigs, or Gooseberry, Junk of Pork, or my favourite, Dingley. I wonder if they got a Dell there. I wonder.
I'm starting my tour of Maine in Harpswell, a peninsula connected by bridges to 3 islands. Bailey, Oars, and Sebaskaduggan. That's really hard to say, so the locals just call it Great Island. And I'm heading there to meet one of the oldest families in the area, the Watsons. They've owned the local store here on the quayside since Victorian times, and it doesn't seem to have changed much since. Today, it's run by 73-year-old Rob Watson.
What's the story about your great-great-grandfather? How come your family ended up here in this store?
They were on a ship similar to that one, and they got blown in here in a storm and decided to stay.
Really?
Yeah.
As accidental as that, really?
Accidental as that, yeah. That's so the story goes. It was around 1850.
It's a hell of a spot.
It is.
This
It's a
view
nice
here,
spot.
yeah.
It's a nice spot.
When Rob's great-great-grandfather was washed up here, his family began keeping records of all the merchandise they sold to islanders.
Harpswell, August the 14th, 1863. 1 gallon of molasses,
44 cents, I guess.
44 cents?
I guess so.
Amazing. Mind you, I said that. I don't know what the price of molasses is now. Yeah. 2 dog buttons. Oh, no, 2 dozen buttons. I haven't been reading long.
I'm relieved to see Mr. Coffin buying only peas and cucumbers.
These names of the customers, are there many of those that are still around, the families that are still around?
They certainly are. You know, Wallace, Darling, they're all
still around?
Yeah, there's some of them around still.
Is there a sort of a strong sense of community here?
Oh, there certainly is, yeah. We're fortunate to be here. If it weren't for our forefathers blown in here during a storm, we wouldn't be here. I don't want to go anyplace else.
Rob's customers are mostly fishermen and their families. They make their money from the lobster trade, which is worth around $1 billion a year to Maine's coffers. When she's not in high school, Rob's granddaughter, 15-year-old Lexi, does her bit to keep those traditions alive. I'm joining her on her lobster boat, the I Mean Business.
You're perfectly happy out here on your own?
Yep.
What do you enjoy about it?
Just being out on the water, I guess.
Yeah?
Yeah. Being able to, like, run my own boat, probably.
Lexi is a 7th-generation islander, and even though she's only 15, she's been working these waters for quite a few years.
I've been fishing since I was 8.
Since you were 8? So who taught you?
My grandfather.
And with school, are you just trying to get through it quick and then you're going to fish full-time and work on your family business?
I'm not sure yet. I know I want to go to college, but...
But you don't think you want to necessarily just full-time be a lobsterman?
I have no clue yet.
Okay.
Lexi has 25 lobster traps dotted around the bay, many of which she made herself.
Oh, the big one.
Yeah, so watch your fingers. Okay, so this one, its tail is really skinny, so it's a male. If it was female, the tail would be really wide. So
But that's a good size, is it?
we'll see. Yep, it's a keeper.
When Lexi's ancestors first settled these islands, lobster was seen as a poor man's food. So bountiful, it was even fed to Maine's convicts. But today, it's become a luxury.
Oh, a couple of good ones.
And Lexi earns around $10 a kilo for these bad boys.
Wow. Oh, that's a whopper. Nice big claws.
Yeah,
You know, you're making quite good money doing this, aren't you?
yeah, so I have to save up for a car.
Have you always been quite business-minded, even before you started fishing? Were you quite...
Not really.
Not really. This what's done it for you,
I was
has it?
young,
Yeah.
so I didn't really know anything.
As the father of a teenage girl myself, I can't help but be impressed by Lexi's work ethic. But sometimes hard graft alone isn't enough to get by here. As I head further north along the Atlantic coast, Maine's islands get increasingly remote. And life for the people on them gets even more challenging. I've hitched a ride aboard the Sunbeam Support Ship, a charitable mission that's been going for over 100 years. The ship's crew, Skipper Mike, Chaplain Douglas, Nurse Sharon, Engineer Story, and ship's steward Gillian head way out into the Atlantic Ocean to offer their help to the most isolated island communities, arranging everything from coffee mornings to counseling sessions.
We just want to help these communities be as healthy as they can be.
Right.
They tell us what they need, whatever it is, spiritual health, physical health, mental health.
And they depend on you.
They do depend on us. They're very independent people, but it is really challenging to live on an island year-round because of their remote and isolated locations.
Given their isolation, it's perhaps no surprise that the island populations are dwindling. A century ago, about 300 of these islands were inhabited year-round. Today, it's only 15. After a 4-hour crossing, our first island stop, Matinicus, is in sight.
And the harbor reminds you of 100 years ago. It's just all little fish shacks and docks, and it's pretty neat. It just gets tighter.
You're steering with that?
I am with this little knob here.
Our captain, Mike, skillfully guides us into port.
Just can't believe you can get this boat in there. I mean, it's crazy.
The entrance is barely wider than the Sunbeam itself. But luckily for them, I'm here to help.
Steady ahead. Pull her in. Up to... Wow. He really has put this very, very big ship
Hard port rudder, see if you can get on.
into a very small space.
So you got it? All right.
It's lucky I was here. Wow.
Like so many of the main islands, Matinicus is a traditional fishing community. But over 20 miles offshore, life here can be basic. Matinicus may have a schoolhouse, a post office, and a library, with Wi-Fi and fax. but it doesn't have a single shop. It all feels very far from where I started this leg of my journey in Manhattan. I've gone from America's most overcrowded island, home to millions, to this one, where only 30 to 40 people live all year round.
That's one of the reasons.
I'm joining the Sunbeam's nurse, Sharon, on one of her regular home visits. Today, she's checking up on Bill Hoadley.
Hi again, Bill.
Hi.
Bill's lived on the island for over 30 years, and he makes a living running a B&B from his lovely shingle-clad home.
How are you feeling today?
So-so, the usual.
The usual.
Yeah.
I brought you some cookies, as per
Okay.
usual.
Bribe.
This is why Bill likes to see me come.
Yeah.
That's real medicine.
Yeah, that's the best medicine. I'm just going to check your blood pressure.
Okay. It's still there as far as I know.
Still there?
Yeah.
If it's not, we won't bother with anything
No.
else, okay?
Bill, is it a comfort to know that Sharon's going to come and see you every now and again and check
yeah,
on
she
your
always
blood
stops
pressure?
by. Yeah.
Bill always has the best blood pressure on the island.
Really?
Yeah.
Yep. And the oldest person on the island, right?
That's me, yeah. I'm 81.
Are you?
Yeah, yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Talking to Bill is a real insight into what makes these islanders tick.
So I've lived on 3 islands.
Why is this the one you stuck with?
Well, the others have changed so much and have gotten built up. And, you know, I prefer a little bit more breathing space.
Does it worry you that as you know, the population thins out, there aren't replacements coming through? Kids aren't staying here.
No, doesn't bother me. As long as I can still stay out here, that's fine.
Okay.
Bill's your typical independent islander. He fitted every one of his home's wooden shingles himself, using local timber. But there's only so much this tiny island can naturally provide. Everything else must be imported by sea or air. Islanders rely on flights from the mainland making deliveries to Matinicus International Airport. Though hand on heart, I can't recommend their long-term parking solution.
How are you? Another day in paradise. Morning.
Bill's here to collect some everyday essentials, and he's not alone. Half the island has turned out. If a single picture can tell a story about the challenges of island life, it's this one.
Is that it?
Islander Gary Peabody explains.
How important is the plane to the
It would be very difficult to live here without that. I mean, it's a lifeline for us. In the morning, they bring us our groceries, our mail, and then in the afternoon, they'll bring the freight.
Twice a day?
Twice a day.
Even in the winter?
Yeah. You know, with 23 miles of water between us and the mainland, it's basically an on-demand service. If somebody is sick or ill, needs to get off the island, they will fly us off. They've never failed us yet.
Yeah, I bet.
As the sun sets over Matinicus, I'm back aboard the Sunbeam, heading towards the island of Idaho, the very last stop on my journey around America. It's dawn on Idaho, my final island stop. And the crew of the Sunbeam support ship are preparing a massive breakfast for the islanders. It's a chance for one of America's most isolated communities to catch up over a cuppa.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Sunbeam. So we're about to kick off our 3rd year of Know Your Neighbor. So I present to you the Idaho School.
Every fortnight, children from Idaho's primary school give a presentation in the Sunbeam's cabin.
Know Your Neighbors started with the idea of interviewing people who lived year-round on the island and getting their stories. Today, we are featuring Diana Sanispago.
Today's subject, Diana, is a bit of an island celebrity. She runs Idaho's only restaurant, and she's just won the prestigious Golden Claw Award for America's Best Lobster Sandwich.
Diana works at the Lobster Lady. She won first place at the Lobster Rumble in New York City. If you haven't had one yet, treat yourself to a lobster roll.
All right, nice.
Only about 50 people live on Idaho all year round. In the summer, some tourists do come to hike its woodland trails, but winter here can be tough, as temperatures plummet as low as minus 20 degrees centigrade. Despite its hardships, a core of families stick it out. And replenished by a hearty breakfast, their children are back at school today, at the start of the autumn term.
Good morning, Isabel.
Hi, Rita.
Good morning, Gianna.
Good morning.
Good morning, Gab.
Good morning, Miss Rita.
Good morning, Ocean. No good morning from you, huh?
A century ago, Idaho had 4 schools. But now, as its population tumbles, its one school only has 4 pupils.
The elegant science.
I wonder how they feel about living and learning so far from the mainland.
But what do you remember about monarch butterflies?
Teacher Rita McWilliam has invited me to sit in on this morning's class.
Do they stay in Idaho all winter?
No, Miami.
They migrate, just like the birds do. And where do they migrate to?
Mexico.
Down to Mexico.
What do you think, growing up on an island? If there's one thing you could change, what would it be?
Probably if there was a little bit less cars. Less cars?
Really?
There's barely any cars already. It's called traffic if there's 3 cars on the road, Ocean. I know.
Isabel, what would you change?
I would change if there was less mosquitoes.
Good change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably the moose flies.
The what?
Moose flies.
Oh, moose flies.
They're like-
Flies with horns like a moose.
No.
No.
I think Ocean would appreciate a couple more boys. Oh, yeah. Okay, let's turn this into a boy, this into a boy, and this into a boy. I would prefer to stay as a girl. Thank you very much. Cool. Don't you see?
Some people might assume that being so tiny, Idaho's school wouldn't work. But these lovely children are clearly very happy and very engaged. To them, this is simply school, whatever the subject.
Okay, time to dance. Time to dance, folks. Today, I would like to focus a little more on expressing our emotions. And
Douglas from the Sunbeam is roping me into one of his regular dance classes.
every part of your body. How do you move when you feel happy? I start to hear giggles and laughter.
It seems right to finish my journey here with these children. They're the future of this island, and seeing them enjoy the simple pleasures of island life will stay with me for a very long time. It's been a remarkable trip, over 10,000 miles around this vast continent, finishing here on America's most eastern edge. And what struck me more than anything is how no 2 islands have been the same. I'd never expected such diversity. I've seen stunning landscapes, encountered extraordinary wildlife, but more than anything, I'll never forget the wonderful people.
It's the end of my trip around the islands of America. It's been epic, absolutely epic. And I'm knackered. But I've had an amazing time. I'm very grateful to have done it. We could go on, there's loads more, but now we have to stop.
Next week, looking to win the big one, Jeremy returns with all new Who Wants to Be a Millionaire Monday night at 9. And our crime and punishment season concludes this week with a shocking look at gun crime in the Line of Fire with Ross Kemp's Thursday at 9.